Goodbye. That
Xavier has confirmed with that segment there that there is no host to this podcast, as he said he was a guest.
If you listen to any other ones, it's just 2 hours of dead air every time.
This is the one episode people showed up.
So last time...
This is the one episode with voices.
Last time on Sonic High School.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh.
You knew this was coming.
I was hoping we could talk a little longer.
So
we will talk a little bit normally first, but I thought it would be good to mention right up front that yes, we will be reading Sonic fanfiction today. And you're welcome.
Oh, okay.
Listen, this may cause you pain, Xavier, but this shit is hilarious. You have to admit that.
That's why we do it. The more I wince and cringe and cry, the more people are excited. These people are a bunch of mean bastards.
You're like a teddy bear. People punch you and then they become happy.
What? Huh? What does that mean?
He didn't start.
I don't understand that.
It wasn't supposed to make sense.
That's the most confusing thing you've ever said to me. Should I feel offended?
Yes.
Maybe. That's all on your attitude.
Let's take a vote. Should Xavier be offended? Kyle, yes or no?
Kyle, stop eating pizza. Kyle, stop eating pizza and participate.
Kyle said yes?
Eat the pizza while you participate. Yeah,
I said yes.
Okay. Anna, should Xavier be offended? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Me, should Xavier be offended? No. Actually, I'll vote yes. So Xavier, you now have the right to be offended.
Congrats, Xavier. How does it feel?
Yeah! I finally know what it's like to be 75% of everyone at any given time on the internet.
Are you accusing me of being offended all the time? What the fuck?
How dare
you! I'm sorry!
You're canceled, Xavier.
Oh, again?
Unsubscribe.
First Pro Jared, then GodzillaMendoza.
First they came for Pro Jared. And I just said no, because pedophiles are bad. And then they came for Xavier.
Okay,
and I said no, because people with red hair are bad.
Oh, man.
Who's next?
Wow, I'm in some great company. Jesus Christ.
A company of one. Because I can't think of anyone else who's been canceled recently.
And nobody else is red-haired. It's just you.
James Gunn got uncanceled.
Who?
The guy who directed...
no, you cut out. Who?
No,
James Gunn.
No, he didn't. He didn't direct Guardians of the Galaxy. He directed Super.
He directed Super, and then he also directed Slither, everyone's favorite horror film.
And a couple of low-budget indie movies nobody's seen about starring Chris Pratt in space.
Yeah, but you know, most important of all, he wrote Scooby-Doo. So,
dude, bet.
Okay, so speaking of the James Gunn, did you love the movie he produced this year, Brightburn?
I did not. I hated Brightburn. I think I actually wish I hadn't watched it because I was so bored by it. And I know that's a pretty extreme take, but they had no ideas.
Okay, so are you familiar with what Brightburn is, our guests?
No.
No.
Okay, Brightburn.
I watched a movie called Bright where Will Smith ends racism.
Brightburn
man, I can't wait
like
for the
that,
sequel
except
for that.
What if Superman bad? And
what if Superman, at age 10, just turned into an asshole and just decided to kill everyone?
What if Superman bad?
It's the kind of movie that's so subtle that Billie Eilish's bad guy plays over the end credits.
I'm the bad guy. And then it plays footage of him
oh my god! I nearly spilled my Red Bull.
Don't spill your Red Bull, bro.
Red Bull, you fucking fool!
I was not expecting to say that sentence today.
I almost spilt it. I leaned back for effect, and the wire from my headset almost knocked it over, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Why would you lean back for effect? No one can see you.
So would you like to,
the audio listeners feel me. The amount of production.
Auditory medium.
Did
you just burp into the microphone?
No.
I am not working with this man anymore. This is completely unprofessional.
Xavier, you don't realize David held us at gunpoint.
Speaking of holding you at gunpoint,
is this what it's like to be Benji PKC, legendary YouTuber?
Legendary YouTuber Benji PKC. So, would you like to get caught up on what happens in the last 10 chapters of Sonic the Hedgehog? Especially because Anna, have you watched any of the last ones?
Yeah, I listened to that.
She did when they came out, but like not since then.
Yeah. So basically,
if it makes you feel better,
I still remember what happened there.
I remember none of Sonic High School, and I read the fucking thing. So
I just remember a blur of like badly spelled words. Like
I remember what I remember mainly about this.
Problems?
What I remember specifically about this is the consistency of over-clarification pointlessly, such as Sonic ran to the bus and was tired because he ran there, and it's like, well, no shit, he ran. You said this already.
Most of all, just the sex scene where it said that he used his dick like a rolling pin.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Jesus Christ.
That sticks with you. That's hard to put out of your mind. That stays.
That sex scene is one of the most hilarious things I've ever read in my life.
It's some of the best piece of fiction we've been gifted on this planet.
I remember.
Isn't it like?
I remember when SBO said it's semen time. He yelled it's semen time. And then Rouge replied,
as you do,
create a generation in me.
Yeah, that line.
Weren't they on like her front lawn of her house?
Invisible.
But they were invisible, so no one could tell.
Also, one funny part from that is I can't remember, but someone did something to someone like an arcade joystick.
Yeah. I wonder what part of the human anatomy could possibly be used in that way.
It must be the ear.
Anna?
It must be the eyes.
I just have to tell you, don't believe anything you read in bad Sonic fanfics.
Believe all of it. This is actually non-fiction.
No.
I remember.
Okay,
I remember.
Don't use it like a joystick.
Well, I was at work and I was like really trying not to like laugh out loud, and then my coworker was like, why are you laughing by yourself? And then I showed it to them,
and
they're just laughing. I told you that, Xavier.
I am proud that a bunch of 30-something people in an office were listening to Sonic High School.
They did. They're like two.
And they got paid to do it because they're doing it at work.
Yeah.
Also, before we get started, is everyone's audio still recording?
Let's find out.
Yes.
Yes.
Anna, what are you using to record your voice?
Absolutely.
The recorder on my laptop.
Okay, alright. It's probably the same thing I'm using then. I got
David
flashbacks.
Told me to use it.
I got flashbacks to the last time we recorded Sonic High School with Kyle. I remember the day because I was playing like through like some of the middle missions of God of War 2. And I think that day we must have started the podcast over about 4 or 5 times before we actually got it. Remember something bad happened to the audio every single time.
What was it?
And now I'm terrified.
I just told Anna to use, the default voice recorder in Windows 10.
Yeah, I'm using it, like the built-in recorder on the...
It was like, I think Kyle's internet went out, and then...
Someone's internet kept going out and we couldn't connect
over
Skype
my Audacity
or Discord.
Got corrupted or something.
Oh yeah, your Audacity got corrupted, and then I think...
my computer caught fire. It was...
Yeah, that was rough. You had to.
I think my recording, I just forgot to hit the button on it once. Like all of us fucked up something over the course of like an hour trying to get it started.
So,
as we all know, I have full control over my internet service provider. I own Comcast.
So before
you fucked up.
Officially begin Sonic High School, let's go with a quick summary of the past 10 chapters. So in the first chapter of Sonic High School, Sonic turns in his journal to Mrs. Lesson and writes about his gay ball problems. After that, he wants to become true boyfriend and girlfriend by reaching sex this weekend with his girlfriend. I can't forget her name.
With what's her name? Amy the Hedgehog.
Remember this. This is critical to the lore.
And then after that, she gets kidnapped by Shadow.
Wasn't it Eggman?
And yeah, Eggman. She gets kidnapped by Eggman, and then she gets kidnapped by Shadow. And after that,
I think they fight Eggman.
They fight Eggman. They also SBO also has sex with Rouge, who becomes pregnant the next day and then delivers that day. And then
as you do, in the school cafeteria.
What the fuck?
And then after that, the baby looks like Knuckles, so Knuckles decides to fight SBO.
1-for-1 Knuckles, by the way. Like, it is a 1-for-1 perfect recreation.
Exactly. And then they fight, and then suddenly Knuckles says to SBO, "I respect you," and then makes out with him, and then starts flying with the spittle connecting the two of them, and then goes into Rouge's mouth and comes out her butt as a baby.
What?
As you do?
It's a body donation that was developed by Inestine.
Huh?
Who?
What kind of donation?
Body donation.
Like parts of your body?
I'm going to go back to the previous chapter and read word for word the explanation as said by Tails.
Okay.
On the side, Tails said to Cream, "Wow, I know what this is. This is a rare moment of science. We will never see it probably again in a lifetime or ever. It is called a body donation, and it was invented by Inestine. It is when someone reaches a moment of such powerful love that they can choose to restart their lives as part of the person they love. Inestine invented this by making his wife love him so much one night during a romance pasta dinner that she became a baby that was like him. But then he killed his wife, the baby, because he thought it was too dangerous to have her live in the world without testing it in a laboratory first.
What?
It is a fact that if it looks like magic, it is not magic. It is science. So deal with it."
What?
If it is like magic, it is not magic, it is science. Oh.
So deal with
Thank you.
Well, that clears everything up.
This explains why I'm failing biology.
And then the last sentences of this chapter were, "Knuckles glided on the wind forward through the crowd of people in front of him and into Rouge's mouth, where he disappeared into. It was a good thing that Rouge's baby had premonitions and told her to lie down, as then Knuckles did a U-turn in Rouge's sex-filled body and came out of her butt as a newborn baby that looked like Espio."
What chapter are we on? 11, right?
What?
I don't remember any of this.
Well, as I recall, you actually left during the last part of the reading.
Oh, yeah, you're just like, I'm done, bye.
I think you went to get food and never came back.
No, he left because
he came back after we were done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, well, I had pizza to eat, man.
I did too. You know what I did? I ate on the podcast.
Is smart. He decided to just eat during the podcast so we can hear the sound of the pizza sloshing around.
A little bit of ASMR for you.
Good.
As he's reading Sonic sex noises. It's like, SBO.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, I dropped it.
Are we ready to continue?
No.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's continue.
Right,
Who's who? I don't know who's what characters anymore.
We'll make it up as we go along. It doesn't matter.
I know I'm Sonic, and...
So he's Sonic, I'm Tails, Kyle is Espio, We can
What about the
assign some of the
narrator?
roles we previously assigned to you and to Kyle to Anna.
Narrators.
I think I was also Rouge the Bat, maybe.
You were Rouge the Bat, and Kyle was Amy.
Anna, you get to be both of those now because you're also a girl
A woman.
with bat wings.
Also, what are you implying?
This is casual sexism.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jesus
hey,
Christ,
all right.
Xavier, I am a guest on this show, and
No,
I'm getting
no.
discriminated on again.
Xavier gets canceled again.
I'm not discriminating
I will-
against Kyle. I understand that
I will
his
be.
skin is a
You will
little
be
darker
hearing
than
from my
ours.
attorney.
I think it's just because he goes outside more.
Well, it's because I go outside more. Is that what you said? You
Yeah.
cut out. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I said I know Kyle's skin is darker. It's because he goes outside more than us.
It's because I golf.
Yeah,
I have
see?
one physical activity outside, and I'm in the sun for like 6 hours.
What?
Exactly.
You're under
So
the
of
sun
course
for
you'd
6
be a little
hours.
tan.
Yeah, golf's outside and takes around 4 to 5 hours to complete a round.
Why are you under the sun for 6 hours?
Because I think golf's a fun sport until, I'm 3 shots in and go, wow, I remember why I hate this fucking sport. And then I get one good shot like halfway through and I go, that's why I play this. This is great. And then I fuck up the
This
next one and
game's
go, this
awesome
is
when I'm
trash.
winning.
Basically, I did good. This is great. Fucks up the next 30. I'm gonna sell my golf clubs. Gets the last shot somewhat decent. Oh my! We're playing another 18.
All right. So with all that in mind, we
But
are
who's the
now
narrator?
ready to begin Chapter 11 of
David, don't answer
Sonic
my question like the
High
baby.
School by Dark
Oh
Doom
god,
Fire
that was
Master.
chapter 10. Hold on. Okay, now I'm there. Oh, also, if you hear pages turning, it's because I have an official hardcover copy of Sonic High School.
Thank
That-
God you're
that-
actually using the hard copy.
Kyle printed out for me on the day of my birthday and then brought it over in a
I
binder.
did it the day prior.
Okay, but it's... Well, how many fucking pages is this?
Like 70 odd pages.
72. There's 72 pages that you printed out and then put
Yeah.
in a binder to hand me, and now I can
Yeah.
read it hard copy.
And put it on your
For-
shelf. And one day, Xavier, you don't know when, but I'm gonna surprise you, and you're gonna meet Dark Doom Fire Master in person to autograph it.
You're also gonna put.
Fuck
You're
yeah.
gonna keep it when you move into your forever home. You're gonna keep it on the shelf, and one
You're gonna
day
put
your
it on the
kids are gonna
mantle.
ask you, "Daddy, what's
Daddy,
that?"
what's this? And I'll say, well, small half-Asian, half-ginger child, let me tell you about a little podcast that I used to run. It ended one day in tragedy when I killed 2 of 3 of 3 other co-hosts. But
I don't
you
feel
know,
comfortable on here anymore.
who says you were the one that would die?
And then you're gonna read it.
The odds aren't in my favor. I'd like to be out of the blast zone,
And then, you're
as
just
one would
gonna,
say.
and then you're just gonna read it to your grandchildren.
My grandchildren?
Yes.
That's what we call grandchildren in the year 380.
That's what Anakin Skywalker calls them.
That's a
Ah,
good
you
topical
got it.
joke.
Let us
Oh,
begin.
wow!
Now.
Episode 3 jokes. That's
We are going to
I'm
begin
on point with that.
now.
Who's the narrator?
I am.
Okay.
Okay, then read it.
Is Espios, said Tails. Tails, being smart, was right.
Thank fuck.
Oh my god, right away. Keep going! No, shut up! Keep going! Stop. You wanted this. You gotta commit.
So much for our
motherfucker.
narrator. Alright, that's all we have time for?
Serious business face. Serious business face. Knuckles had done an Einstein buy donation.
Yeah, keep going. You want me to fucking read? I'll take it from here. I'll read
I was
it with
going to
a
say, it's going to take us
I
like
demand
5
it.
hours.
Knuckles
He's gotta
had
get
done an
himself
Einstein
acclimated.
body donation and become Espio's and Rouge's baby, but was still Knuckles. Rouge picked the baby up and held him in her other arm because her baby with Knuckles before he became baby was in her other arm.
What?
She's holding two babies. Was the image I made in my mind?
Well, she already...
Okay, no.
Yeah, she's holding one baby who the father is Knuckles, and she's now holding another baby who is Knuckles?
Yes.
Yeah?
Knuckles and Knuckles' baby are both babies, and she both has them in her arms.
Bro, Cyberpunk 2077 is fucking cool.
This is a future I want to live in.
Now you have
CD Projekt Red nailed my video game,
said Tails. Good luck. Sonic was on the other side of the hall and wished that Tails was talking to him, but Tails was still mad at him, so he was not. Rouge grabbed her two babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. She smiled and felt like a mother, and Sonic thought. Sonic said what he was thinking and said,
Rouge, you should name your babies. It will be hard to tell them apart if you do not.
This is gonna be a dumb question. Am I voicing any characters?
Yes, you are.
Because from what I interpreted, you gave me two characters to read, and then Xavier handed them off.
We will figure it out as we go.
Name?
Rouge thought that this. Rouge
you
thought
cut out.
that this thought
Kyle,
that's good.
Kyle, did you forget her name?
No.
What is it?
How dare you put me on the spot like this? We never formally introduced each other to each other.
Because I can tell. Because you're like Xavier handed off to handed
You
them
expect
away.
me to remember? We were never formally introduced. I heard her name like 2 times this whole podcast.
Her name is
Hannah.
Hannah.
Remember it?
No, don't spread lies.
David.
This is my girlfriend Sadie. No, Anna.
David, please. Or Xavier, fuck. This is a mess.
My girlfriend Laurie Strode.
And I'm Barack Obama. Nice to meet you.
This is my girlfriend Carmen Sandiego.
Well met.
I'm still trying to figure out where she's from.
Rouge thought that this thought was good. Rouge went over to Espio, who was sitting on the ground looking bad and tired from fighting Knuckles before he became Espio's baby. So this is going to be for Anna's first line, because you're going to be Rouge.
Oh, okay.
And
You can be Espio, Kyle.
Kyle is Espio.
I'll be Espio? Okay.
You did like the really like whispery ASMR voice for him.
Did I? Thank God you remembered, because I certainly fucking didn't.
Anna?
It was funny.
Okay. Should I say the line now?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Espio, what should we name our baby that looks like you?
Wow. Said Rouge to Espio. But wasn't the whole point of it? Was it that the baby didn't look like Espio, but it looked like
Knuckles?
No, it's hard to tell them apart. That's why you gotta name them.
Yeah, they look too similar, even though they look different.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now Espio is
still Knuckles, according to Tails. So we should keep his name Knuckles.
Said Espio to Rouge.
Okay.
Said Rouge.
And I will name my baby with Knuckles before he became a baby Knuckles Jr. because I had him with Knuckles before he became a baby and he looks like Knuckles before he became a baby.
That's a sentence.
What? I said it, but I didn't understand.
I was going to say, I feel like these are the sentences you find on really high-level English tests, and they're you need to understand every word in it to get it, and even then you're still huh? And native English speakers are huh?
So you take a 400-level English
Anna,
seminar on Sonic High School?
A little note for direction. You're doing Rouge's voice right now. She talks a little slower. It's got kind of a seductive voice. She also probably smokes a little bit, so if you throw some rasp in there and cough a little, it's fine.
I don't know how to do that.
Can you just cough well, here's what you need to do. You just go out and buy a pack of cigarettes and actually get a nicotine addiction until you sound like that. And then we'll come back and resume.
My oddly specific fetish.
Think of that episode from King of the Hill where Hank forces Bobby to smoke a shitload in his backyard.
And then he just starts to actually get addicted to cigarettes.
It's great because Hank's like, smoking's bad, but look at all the cool shit you can do. But don't forget it's bad, so don't do it. But look, I can do this cool thing with my lighter and the cigarette, but don't do it, it's bad.
Rouge was happy.
Stop.
Rouge was happy and walked out of the hall, and then out of the school like a bat. And then Espio did the same thing, but in a way that was like a chameleon would instead.
Huh?
There is one thing that everyone is forgetting,
said Sonic.
Charmy B is still locked up at Knuckles' house. I will go rescue him.
Sonic ran out of the school and to Knuckles' house. Sonic ran into Knuckles' mom on his way into his room in his house.
Wait, Knuckles' mom,
said Sonic.
Some things happened and Knuckles looks different. It will be okay and you will understand soon enough. Please do not worry.
Sonic said this in such a way that Knuckles' mom smiled and kept cooking in the kitchen. Sonic was not just fast, but also very good at relieving people.
He relieves himself all over my front lawn.
Sonic also noticed that Knuckles' mom was kind of hot, with solid boobs that she had developed for decades.
What? What? Solid boobs?
No. Solid boobs.
Like?
Boobs of steel.
I like how Knuckles' mom is in this house, and another person is trapped in this house that Sonic needs to free. And is she not aware of it? Is she not doing anything?
Maybe she just doesn't give a shit.
Is she confined by like contractual obligation to stay in the kitchen?
Yep.
Like, what's going on?
That's what marriage is like.
Sonic,
said Knuckles' dad.
Sonic went upstairs to Knuckles' room, which was painted all red, just like Knuckles before he became a baby. There was a cage in the corner of the room, and Charmy B was in it.
Oh, damn.
Sonic unlocked the cage with the key on Knuckles' desk and opened the cage.
Come on out, Charmy B,
said Sonic.
You are rescued.
Charmy walked out instead of flying out like he always does and said, Kyle, you can do this one.
Oh, what kind of voice should I do? Oh God.
Sound like a bee.
What's the worst thing that comes to your mind?
Do like a Jerry Seinfeld impression.
Sound like a bee? You said sound like a bee, and I'm thinking Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes, do it.
How am I? Oh God, this is gonna be terrible. This is gonna. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the best Jerry Seinfeld impression. Like you will think I walked out of the room and got Jerry in. It's gonna be that good.
Just sound really like.
Thanks, Sonic.
Confused.
I'm going to go home to prepare for my role in the play that is soon. I am the lead role.
Sonic forgot about the play because
that was terrible.
Sonic forgot about the play because the play was the gayest thing in the school, but it was going to happen even if no one went to watch it. The next day of
and the day ended.
The next day of school happened, and Tails was in class with Cream. It was a very difficult science class, because Tails was the smartest person in the school, and he only took the hardest classes. Cream was in the class because she wanted to be mentally challenged.
What? I'm pretty sure the intent behind that sentence was not how we're receiving it.
Like she wanted to be.
Yeah, she
okay, hold on.
just
switch the word.
She wanted a challenging mentally. Class, not she wanted to be retarded.
We have a test in this class tomorrow, said Tails to Cream. It is going to be hard, and I have to study for it to make sure I get a good grade. Tails always got good grades, but studied anyway. Tails looked at Cream, who was there.
And that's it. Cream does nothing. She was there.
Me too,
said Cream to Tails.
Wait, how did you do that voice? Cream is a girl, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you? Me too.
Me too.
Is this next line Tails?
No, it's you. Tell. Keep going.
Okay. I know. I have an idea. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we can study? Studying with you will help me get a better grade. I just know it.
This idea...
She's a girl.
Exactly. Are you saying that girls don't sound like that?
I don't know. I haven't met any girl who sounds like that.
Yet.
Well, now you have.
This idea was the best thing ever to
tell
Tails. Tails secretly had a crush on Cream and wanted to feel the body of his sexy friend. Always, even though she was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was a different kind of
Tails
sexy
is a player.
that was only really sexy to some people. But Tails was one of them.
No shit.
Okay, said Tails, sounding more excited than he wanted to. I will come to your house tonight. Tails was very smart. But he was not the best at getting with teenage women. So parts of like this were a challenge to Tails.
So bad.
Oh my god.
with
teenage women specifically.
That sounds. It does like the line. It just it has an implication that he is not a teenager, so it sounds a lot worse than it is.
I just like the idea that a teenage Tails struggles with people of his same age, but older and younger women are not a problem.
It was now
I
this
relate to
evening, and Tails was getting ready to go to Cream.
It took a second to kick in. You're both laughing now.
Tails was excited to get closer to Cream, but he was also nervous he might mess it up like a love idiot. He thought about asking Sonic, but then he remembered he is pissed at him. He then thought about asking Espio, but Espio was at the hospital getting all of his wounds fixed from being in a fight with Knuckles before he became a baby. Tails wanted to seem like a sexy man to Cream, so he sprayed his dad's colon on himself.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to say cologne, but Colin's better, so...
Colon?
Or colon.
He sprayed his dad's colon on himself.
Breath wash.
Oh my god.
The author couldn't get the rights to the word mouthwash, so breath wash was the next best thing.
And put breath wash in his mouth. Tails smelled good and looked good and went to Cream's house by flying.
You took a fucking jet? Damn, he rich.
Cream,
I'm waiting for Tails,
said Cream as she sat on her bed in her bedroom studying without Tails. Tails flew into the window.
Breaking the glass.
Hi, Cream. I'm at your house now, said Tails.
No shit.
Wait, hold on. She said that to herself in a room where no one else was, just like, and then he showed up, like, I'm waiting for him, and then he shows up. What?
She spent the whole time. No, she spent the whole time looking like she was studying and just said that line over and over until the timing was right, and then she's like, yes!
Yes!
She wants to be mentally challenged.
It's like when you sit at a stoplight and go, turn green now.
Hi, Cream. I'm at your house now, said Tails. Tails sat on her bed, sort of next to her, but not too close to promote sex thoughts. Let's study, said Tails.
Not too close to promote sex thoughts?
Wow.
Sounds like something I'd read in a propaganda text.
You smell good, Tails.
Cream put her face right up against Tails and smelled hard like the big bad wolf before blowing the house down. Tails laughed all nervously and said, Do I really? Oh, haha, thanks. I always smell this way. I guess you just noticed when you were home. Tails did a little wiggle on her bed and pushed her face and body away because he was nervous. Please, let's study.
Dude, he's a player.
Tails and Cream studied for the test for the next hour, and the whole time Tails could only concentrate on one thing. His growing erection.
Which was growing for an hour straight.
It's just getting worse.
No
and worse.
stopping.
He's like, oh, what the fuck? No, stop. And around the 30
It's been an
minute
hour.
mark, like all over it. Around the 4-hour mark, he has to call a physician. Yeah, collect yourself, sir. We still got a lot more to get through.
Guys,
it's so beautiful.
We haven't gotten through one chapter.
Tails touched it sometimes while they were studying to make sure it stayed
35 minutes!
And Cream could not see it, but it was getting so big that it would pop out of place, like when the straw in your soda rises up probably because of the bubbles, and you push it back down, but it just comes up back up anyway, so you get iced tea instead.
What?
The soda industry is crippled.
So think about it this way. Every time your straw pops out of your soda, it's your soda getting a boner.
It is that is literally the same thing guys deal with erections. It is 1-to-1 straws in a soda.
Yep. Tails was still the most nervous,
put my
but he decided
in your cherry Coke.
Tails was still the most nervous, but he decided that this was his chance. He would not get another chance as good as this if he did not take it all now.
Okay, you better scream this line because it says "Scream Tails."
Cream! I have to tell you something! Screamed Tails to Cream, letting out all of his nervousness so he could be smooth like a movie star.
Is that Tom Cruise?
What is it, Tails? Tell me all about it,
said Cream back, looking hot.
I didn't read the rest of that. So I just imagined that line reading and then followed by... I'm sorry, that caught me off guard.
I like how 2 words broke you.
Tails was not so nervous anymore. Tails said, Cream, I have lusted after your rabbit genitals since day 1.
That is a
sentence. I think you are the hottest woman I have ever been to. I know you are Charmy's girlfriend, but toss him aside and let my penis murder everything inside of you. Tails took out of his penis. He was so in love that his penis was literally screaming.
Bro, this guy better see it.
Wow,
said Cream.
Oh my god.
I did not know you felt this way, but I'm glad you do, because Charmy B is a total gay.
Cream reached over and grabbed Tails' penis and began to give it a good shake.
Started like waggling it.
She loved his boner with her hands and pulled him around the room by his penis like a wagon.
Oh my god.
No, no.
Stop. Tails is he's a fucking freak.
He's into some shit, man.
Tails' penis was so big that it was about to burst like someone stepping on a tube of Colgate toothpaste.
Oh my god.
Is this fanfic
Is this that cock and ball torture everyone's always talking about?
Tails could feel the semen bubbling up inside his penis like Santa going back up the chimney when he was done, and the presents he had left down in the house were Tails' balls, which were already there though. Cream was getting hot too.
What do you mean Cream was... This whole... What am I reading?
What are these metaphors?
She did not take off her clothes, but Tails could tell she also had an erection.
What?
What?
Hold on, you saying
These
she got a dick?
similes make me want to die.
What?
She has an erection. What's wrong? Didn't you know that girls can also get erections?
Like erect nipples? I don't...
Erections. But then when things
trying to make sense of the world around me, it's the job of a scientist, man.
But then, just when things were becoming like one of the porns that Sonic had in his room and his mom let him have, Cream stopped and said,
No, I cannot do this. Not while I am still boyfriend and girlfriend with Charmy. He may be a... Oh my god, I don't know if I'll...
Say it. Say it.
I don't condone this line. He may be a fag ass, but we are in a relationship and I need to respect him. I will break up with him tomorrow and then we can do sex.
Oh my god.
Cream collected her things together.
I think I am ready for the test tomorrow. Thanks, Tails.
Oh,
bro,
man,
fucking Cream.
said Tails.
Just text your boyfriend. We break up.
Tails put his scrotum away and was sad about not getting to ejaculate his dick. Okay, as long as you promise me your sex.
I promise,
said Cream, and then Cream kissed Tails on the cheek. Tails thought it was cool and flew back home.
That was one.
She like
chapter.
fucking manhandled his shaft and like threw him around the room. But his biggest takeaway was, oh my god, she kissed me on the cheek.
Just like, imagine how much... that doesn't sound
Bro.
very sexy, just sort of pulling him around the room.
That sounds very painful.
I'm imagining like she's like spinning around and he like just like
like a
flinging
fucking
him.
lasso.
Yeah, it gets like she's like spinning around in circles, just holding him, and he's just all around in the circle.
I don't even want to imagine.
You don't have to imagine. Someone wrote it down on the internet.
Someone
Just remember,
imagined it for you.
Did that give you an erection?
Oh my god.
It gave me the opposite of an erection.
It
Listen,
gave
it's
my
gone.
it gave
Nobody
my
mentioned
therapist
anything
another
about
paycheck
erections.
because I'm about to see him after
We
this.
just mentioned erections.
Hey, you know, there's a program that someone built that can actually say every single combination of words that could possibly be written by humans.
Oh
And,
yeah, the I want to say Tower of Babel, but that doesn't sound right.
Something like that. Like
I'm gonna look it
some
up.
thinking AI that just randomly spits words into any order. And at some point, this
That's not
entire
it.
fan fiction was written by that, too.
Anything was written by it.
Yeah. The entire
Sonic High
script
School.
to Batman, The Dark Knight Returns,
Sonic High School,
This.
Chapter 12.
all of Shakespeare.
Sonic High School,
Hold on.
Chapter 12. It was a new day.
By the way, it's Library at Babel. That's what it's called.
It was a new day.
Yeah, there you go.
And Sonic woke up from out of his bed and scratched his balls. He could feel
Thanks,
the
Sonic.
rash on his balls, and it was getting worse than before.
Just cut off your balls, dog. Just,
A sickness still ravages my balls.
You need to say that in Sonic's voice, though.
Yeah, you said that in Creams, or I need to redo.
No, I was trying to do like badass Sonic. Okay, hold on.
Sonic's
A
not a
sickness
badass,
still
he's got a rash on
ravages
his
my
balls.
balls. There you
Said
go, that's
Sonic,
better.
and he wrote it in his journal that he now had back from days when he took it from school after Sonic had given it away to Miss Lesson.
Do you think Mrs. Lesson's gonna ask for the journals again and read Sonic's journal again?
Yes, of course. This must happen.
This is foreshadowing. Guys,
Sonic was
writing
done
101.
complaining about his balls and went to school. In history class, he talked to Amy.
Hey, Amy.
Said Sonic to Amy.
Who's Amy again?
Let's make it Anna this time.
Okay, how am I gonna voice Amy?
She's kind of more like the popular girl. So
Like-
make it a little bit more like a Valley Girl type.
Oh, okay.
Like Hidden Valley.
Yeah,
Like,
Hi, Sonic.
hi, Sonic.
that's
There you
good.
go.
Said Amy and kissed him hotly like a girlfriend.
What is up?
Said
It is
Sonic to Amy.
awful. It is
Oh, you-
awful. I have bad news.
Said Amy to Sonic.
That stinks. Do you want to have sex later?
Said Sonic to Amy.
Straight to the point, my man.
No, thank you. Everything is so busy right now.
Said Amy to
Jesus
Sonic.
Christ, this is too close to home. You just get too busy, man. And
Okay, am I saying the next line?
Yep.
Okay. My bad news is that I have to go see the play tonight for a class.
God damn, it's like someone wrote my life as a book. Wow, that is unfair.
Said Sonic to Emu.
Amy.
Even the principal says that the play is super gay, but I guess you have to go. Sorry.
The play was so gay.
I feel like I can really relate to Sonic's character now. I'm really putting a lot of myself in him. You know,
Xavier,
A lot of
I can
my
agree
own
because
day.
one day you did come up and say, "Do you want to have sex later?" And I was like, "Xavier, this is no."
I have to go to a play.
And I was like, dang, alright, next time, Kyle. I said
Yeah,
that
and then we
exact
never
way.
saw each other again as I transferred schools out of fear of getting raped by you. But
All right, Amy.
That's what happened.
Your line is
Okay.
next.
all right, Amy.
What a crazy Christmas break that was.
Okay. I wanted to know if you would come with me.
Said Amy in
Why
a
did
way
you
to
emphasize
Sonic
that word?
sounded like she was trying to be attractive.
Damn, that's attractive.
the play will be much better with someone else there.
That is real bad news. I do not want to go near the play, but I will go so we can have sex later.
Said Sonic back to Amy. Amy kissed
Fucking
Sonic.
priorities.
And so did Sonic to Amy, and they made such a cute, hot couple. Then Sonic and Amy had the rest of the class, and Sonic went to another class thinking about how much it was gonna suck that he has to go to the play tonight. The play was just a bunch of people doing gay things and music, like a car full of losers.
What an amazing simile.
The similes are just Douglas Adams level of clever, you know, classic similes in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, such as.
Are you sure it's not?
The alien ships hovered in Earth orbit in the exact way that bricks don't. That and this same level, literary
Same level.
quality.
Are you sure this isn't just alphabet soup that the guy fucking spilled on his counter and made fanfic out of?
Oh shit, he ghost wrote this under the name of Alan Smithy.
Sonic was now in a different class where Rouge and Shadow was also in the class. Rouge was with
shit.
Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. too, like always now.
What? Hold on. What? Is Knuckles a baby still?
Yes.
Yes.
And Knuckles Jr. is the SBO one?
No. So
The SBO one is Knuckles.
the-
Knuckles Jr. is Knuckles.
Knuckles
Yeah.
Jr. is the baby.
What?
that-
I guess I
looks
zoned
like
out
Knuckles
earlier.
That he had, that Rouge had, and then after that, Knuckles fought SBO and then became a baby that looks like SBO as the body donation.
How are you not following the lore? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jeez.
He
Keep up
said
to
that he
it.
looks still like Knuckles.
Hey guys, said Sonic to them.
No, that's my line. Hey, guys!
Said Sonic to them. Hey Sonic, said them to Sonic together at the same time to save time.
What?
What is new?
Oh, am I supposed to say this? Am I supposed to say that too?
You will, but we'll skip it for now. We'll do it next
I was,
time.
Okay,
I was
okay.
about to say, to save time, we're going to have David say it.
At the same time to save time.
Okay.
We've
Sonic.
wasted time now because we had to talk about it so much.
Who's Shadow?
Who wants to be Shadow?
I'll be Shadow.
Charmy has been acting really weird and different lately.
Said Shadow in a dark way, which is like him.
Oh wait, no, it's you, Anna.
Oh.
This is the sexier
Yes.
one.
Oh, how should I say this?
She's like sexy, but she's also had like 2 children at this point, so she's also very maternal.
Okay.
This is the smoker, remember?
Okay, I'm not gonna voice her as sexy. Just
Okay.
normal. Okay. He's probably nervous for the play.
Said Rouge suggestively. I wouldn't make any assumptions, but we should keep an eye on him to make sure he's okay, said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. turned out to be a really cool baby. I foresee
hold
something
on.
strange at the play tonight.
I feel like Kyle's getting shafted on lines, so let's have him be Knuckles too from now on.
Okay.
I was having a hard time reading that line because I tried to get a little ahead to figure out who's speaking. And it said Knuckles Jr. And I read it as said Knuckles Jr. Knuckles Jr. Like I didn't pause in my head, so I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like the junior there's a period after it, so it's confusing.
Yeah, but then like the guy's not putting the period after it, so I thought he corrected his, but then he didn't. So
Okay, guys, we got to really coordinate for this next line, okay?
basically, this fanfic sucks in terms of
3?
grammar.
Okay. Ready? On go, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
The play is gay.
Hey!
Said everyone together, agreeing. Everyone knew.
Everyone knew.
How are you and Tails doing?
Said Shadow to Sonic.
Tails still hates my body inside and outside.
Said Sonic with almost tears in his eyes. But he was too big, and a man for that.
It's so hard to be best friends with someone who hates you and does not want to talk to you. Yeah, I know that.
Said Shadow.
Wait, no, that...
Said
Who's
Shadow.
Shadow?
No. I was actually just agreeing me
That was a
personally with
comment from
Sonic.
Xavier, not him reading Shadow's line.
I know how you say it.
Said Shadow.
A lot of people hate me because I am dark.
Said
It's
Shadow.
called racism.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
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 I'm not trying to be a supervillain. It's just who I am.
Shadow squinted his eyes at the people around him in a way that is hard to describe and kept going.
What an author.
I do crimes in the city, but I am not a bad person. You can do bad things and mistakes sometimes and still be a good person. And people should still like you for it. Unless you're really a bad person, like Eggman, who is a shit dick. Maybe one day, people will see I am a good person, even if dark.
Guys, I think this fanfic's about to end racism.
Even if I'm dark.
Even if I'm dark.
Oh my god. How dark he is, by the way.
He's black.
He's black.
Oh yeah, hence the name. Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you not know what Shadow the
Get
Hedgehog
up on
looks
the
like?
lore! What are you
What
doing?
about all that DeviantArt stuff you I'm sorry. I don't mean to throw you under the bus. That's not real.
Can't believe
I
you threw her
didn't
under the
watch
bus.
Sonic, in all fairness to me.
Sonic listened to what Shadow said so powerfully that it was like Sonic wrote down everything on a piece of paper and put it in a special folder and put that folder in a safe place so he could always go back and read it. Then...
Sonics.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to read the last sentence again just to get the full effect. Sonic listened to what Shadow said so powerfully that it was like Sonic wrote down everything on a piece of paper and put it in a special folder and put that folder in a safe place so he could always go back to read it. Then Sonic itched at his balls. His balls were a wreck. That class ended, and then the rest of school did too. And Sonic went home, thinking about how his balls were like two blimps covered in volcanoes that could fit on the blimps and itched as well.
What?
What does he have?
I was about to say, this man's got his nuts amputated. How bad is it?
Blimps with volcanoes are not words to describe your testicles,
hold on.
man. Get it looked at, please.
I was about to say, should someone Photoshop a volcano on top of a blimp so that we get accurate photo representation of what Sonic's balls apparently look like? Just get like a giant ass Goodyear blimp.
Can we pay Joey to draw this?
Yes. When Sonic got to his home, Sonic's mom walked up to him and said,
Don't read my journal, Mom!
Kyle, you can
Tom
be
Holland.
Sonic's mom.
Is it Sonic? Oh, is this Sonic's mom?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
wait,
thought it
did
was
skip a
Sonic. That's why I
line?
was waiting for Sonic.
Hold on,
So
hold
what
on.
should
Why is there a
Sonic's
quote
mom
behind
be?
that? What's happening?
Sonic, I went to clean the room, and I saw what you wrote about your Gale Ball problem. I'm worried about your balls and fear it could be a mortal illness, so I made a doctor's appointment. But first, we will have dinner. I got more Chinese food because I know how much you liked it last time.
Oh my god.
Don't read my journal, Mom!
You gotta scream that, Xavier. I'm not feeling it.
Don't read my journal, Mom!
There we
Screamed
go.
Sonic. Then Sonic went and ate the food just like last time, would you know it? And there was a fortune cookie, and Sonic opened it
Wait.
and ate the cookie part and kept the paper inside to read the magical fortune on the paper.
This sentence needs a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
Would you know it? Would I know what? That he ate, or that there was a
Would you
fortune
know it?
cookie?
I love how how kind and passive Would You Know It is. Like, and sure enough, he ate that dinner. Would you know it? Like,
I know, that's what I interpreted.
it
And then it was
sounds-
like, and then there was a fortune cookie, and I'm like, wait, would you know it? There's a fortune cookie, or you ate the food? Would you know it?
He
I'm
looked
like,
at the
How am I supposed to
paper.
interpret?
Pick one.
He looked at the paper and read it, and it said, "One man's pubic illness will cause the death of millions."
What?
That's some foreshadowing.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
One man's pubic
Is
illness
this
will
is this
cause
the plot
death
for
of
Call of Duty's Modern Warfare 4?
Some people did not believe what fortune cookies said, but Sonic knew they were magic and were always right, so he was a little worried and wondered what it could mean.
Didn't we just discredit magic a few chapters ago?
Yes.
I'm still
Then
wondering what
Sonic-
does he have?
Then Sonic went to the doctor.
We're about to find out it's the doctor.
Sonic did not like going to the doctor because he was Chinese, like the food Sonic
What?
had, and made him feel
Because
nerves.
I want you to read.
And just as quickly as this fanfic ended racism, it is returned.
Sonic went into his doctor room and sat on the chair that the doctor told him to. The doctor took out some papers and looked at them.
Anna,
Do I get the doctor again, or?
Oh, let's make it a female doctor. Anna can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. How does a doctor sound like? Like monotone?
Doctorly.
Doctorly.
Like monotone?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know how.
Just do it.
Okay.
I've never seen a doctor in my life.
Do it, coward.
Okay. Hello, Sonic. It has been a while since I saw you last. Sonic's what?
Mom.
Yeah, that's his mom's name.
Sonic's mom tells you what? Is that the name of the mom? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me reread it. Okay. Hello, Sonic. It has been a while since I saw you last. Sonic's mom tells me you're having problems with your balls. I am going to do some tests on you. But first, I am going to look at your papers. I see from looking at your papers that your balls...
Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
No, don't take it from the top. Just get
No,
the
just that line. I'm not gonna say that word. I see from looking at your papers that your balls... Can I use another term for this?
Just say it.
Say it.
I know. Okay. No.
Say it.
Say
You
it.
can't misrepresent this
Why are you
glorious
being
piece of
so rude?
fiction.
I've heard you say some weird shit, man, but you don't want to say penis?
No, stop. I'm gonna use dick. Okay.
My virgin
I
ears,
see.
Xavier, no.
I see from looking at your papers that your balls and your dick are the biggest in your high school.
That is a
Good
worse
job,
word.
Sonic.
The doctor
And everyone
said,
clapped.
It was something worse.
Sonic
I don't
appreciated the
understand you.
truth and nodded his head and smiled. It was okay
I
to talk
agree.
about your penis and balls with the doctor because that is what they do, even if it automatically makes them gay.
What?
You heard it here, folks. Here first, folks. All doctors are gay.
Fellas, is it gay to go to the
You
doctor?
heard it here
Girls,
first,
is it
Doc.
gay to study medicine?
That's why I had Anna be the doctor, so I wouldn't be the gay. Haha,
The doctor made a lot of money, so being gay was probably worth it.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, next page.
Next page, we're not done with this one.
The doctor
What,
started doing. Then the doctor started doing tests. Sonic passed all of them awesomely.
I have it printed, Kyle.
And the
remember?
doctor was
Oh.
surprised at how Sonic was the best at everything, except being smart, which Tails was the
dipshit.
best at, but Sonic was still pretty smart too. They then got to the last test, which was about Sonic's balls.
Wait. So this entire time, they went to the doctor to look at his balls, and they did other tests, and now they're getting to his balls? What were they fucking doing for the first part?
They wanted to test his intelligence just to boost his ego before they had to give him the bad news about his
And then the
balls.
doctor came back and said, "Yep, Tails is smarter." And he's like, "Fuck, no,
Fuck, come on.
Mom,
Can I win
Mom,
today?
Tails
Well,
is
how's
smarter.
the balls test going? Oh.
The doctor
Oh, yeah,
took
that
out a
part.
test tube and filled it with pieces from Sonic's balls, and he
what?
tested
What?
them with machines.
What?
What?
He cut him off. I called it."
Is
The,
this
the machines
Okay.
printed out reports about it, and then the doctor took them and looked at them with his very, very Chinese eyes.
Oh, is this
not
why
racism.
Xavier? Is this
Yes.
why
No.
Xavier? You made me be the doctor.
No, I just wanted to
Xavier,
hear
I
you say the
can't
word
believe
penis,
it.
and then you disappointed me.
Well, I'm not Chinese, so.
Keep going.
No.
Yet.
Okay.
What?
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 Kyle just said yet.
Okay. This looks bad.
Said the doctor, looking at the reports that the machines printed out about Sonic's balls.
It looks like you have a big disease.
Well, that's pretty big.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
Said Sonic to the doctor, really worried about the welfare of his balls.
I am really worried about the welfare of my balls. A sentence we're never seeing again.
Okay. I do not know. This is a legendary disease that only comes around once every 1,000,000 years. No one has ever found a cure for this disease. And what it can do is very bad. This disease will go from your balls to your dick and then up to your brain, and it can kill you eventually.
Oh.
There are other things that it does probably, but I
What?
do not know because it is so rare, and you will just have to call me up and tell me what it does when you find out.
This doctor's fucking stupid.
All I can tell you right now, Sonic, is to keep your balls away from everyone, you know. Do not touch them to other people because it will spread and they will die and it will spread more and the whole world may be at stake here.
It's the wrong steak.
Please be
Out.
safe.
Said the
Practice
doctor
safe sex,
in a
Sonic.
calm way, but also scared because it was so serious.
No, but I have to have my first sex with Amy. We were going to do it at the play, which I am going to from here.
Said Sonic, crying, sad
Hold on,
and mad
hold on.
and
Can
afraid
I do that
of
again
things.
with more crying?
Yes.
Can I do that with more crying?
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
I have to have my first sex with Amy. We were going to do it at the play, which I am going to from here.
Said Sonic, crying, sad and mad and afraid of things. Balls are an important part of sex.
You heard it here first.
Sonic was always so healthy and the fastest person ever. But some things just cannot be stopped, like this ball disease.
Too bad.
Said the doctor.
This man's breaking down in front of you. His life ruined. Too bad. Sucks to suck.
Okay, let me say that. Too bad.
Said the doctor.
If you do that, it will be awful. And the first person to die will be Amy. You should not want your girlfriend to die.
The doctor was right, but Sonic was still worried about it.
Okay, well, I have to go to the play now.
Said Sonic and ran out with the most nervous feelings that Sonic had ever had. Sonic thought about it, and it was the most important high school drama. What is more important? Health or love?
What's more important, killing people or
The fate
or
of
getting your dick wet?
the hate of humanity itself, or getting laid. What's more
Man,
important, lads?
you know,
That's an
that's
important
a tough
question.
question. I don't know, man.
It was on
I've
the
seen mixed
it was on the
feelings on
ACT. I got this question wrong. Actually, it sucked.
Hmm.
This is a scary disease.
It's a big disease too.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Chapter 13 of Sonic High School.
What's the name of this chapter? Picking up silver.
Who's
This is the
Silver?
chapter where Sonic invests in silver.
A cool car raced through the city streets. Said the car
Set the car.
as it went down
Imagine the
big-
car talking.
I'm picturing like from the movie Cars, just McQueen
Me too.
with his mouth.
Said the car as it went down the big street with lots of cars on it. The city was filled with buildings with lights and other things, like places like McDonald's.
Oh,
Comma.
No, McDonald's.
Shouted the car.
Hold on, like I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to David. Like, we're not making this up. The person just forgot what to put in here, I think.
It's two
So it's just
quotation
in
marks and a
quotes
comma.
a comma.
Comma, shouted the
Comma.
car as
Sorry,
it went
comma.
back and forth, going in between other cars, so it did not have to wait in traffic.
Bro,
The car was
just telling
playing
you right
techno
now, I'm
and
voicing
rock
Silver.
and
This guy's a
roll
gamer.
music. Techno is
And
short
rock
for
and roll.
technology.
Eek.
Yelled the car, doing a big turn in the city into section.
Into section.
Said the driver of the car. Oh, we don't know. What voice, lads?
Location update on the Ultra Chaos Emerald.
Sam.
Said the driver of the car. The car screen blinked to different things, and then, in a robot voice, said,
Beep, beep. Ultra Chaos Emerald getting closer.
Shadow looked at the map screen and drove faster towards the red dot that was where the last Chaos Emerald was.
Beep, 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 beep.
said the car in a robot
It's
voice.
Ultra Chaos Emerald, you dumb idiot. Get it right.
As Shadow got closer to the dot while driving his car, it was just around the corner now. Shadow did another fast turn at this intersection and right it to the where the dot was on where the dot on the map was.
Beep 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 beep.
Louder! The car screams it.
Beep 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 beep.
Screamed the car in a robot voice as his car dot and the Ultra Chaos Emerald dot on the map moved into each other. And in the real world, Shadow pulled up to the curb and there was a couple of gangmen.
Oh no.
Thanks, Omega,
said Shadow as he hopped out of the car, which was black and red, and onto the dark city street. He looked at the blacks standing there.
Oh. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I was just saying I like that his car was black and red. What the fuck?
How did we get from an outstanding talk from Shadow going, your color doesn't matter and you can do good, to he looked at the blacks standing there.
And they looked dangerous. But Shadow knew they had the Ultra Chaos Emerald. Shadow took out a gun and pointed it at them and said,
"Dude, whoa.
Give me the last Chaos Ultra Emerald."
No, read it again.
Emerald, you fucking idiot.
I'm sorry.
This is why you haven't hit 100K.
Oh.
Burn.
Give me the last.
I have broken him.
Hang on.
Give me the last Ultra Chaos Emerald.
And they looked surprised and startled. They checked their pockets, and while they were doing that, the gun became used, and Shadow shot all three of them.
It was a brand new gun. Now it's not.
They were now dead.
Oh no.
Shadow reached into the middle one's pockets and found what he had come for. The last Ultra Chaos Emerald. They were like the regular Chaos Emeralds, but more powerful, and a secret until they were found out.
What does that mean?
But
what?
Powerful.
No shit, it's not a secret anymore when it's found out. What is this?
Shadow hopped back into his car,
Omega
the robot car, and said,
I got it. Now I can get my one wish to come true. I am gonna think about what I will use it on before I use it.
Shadow looked at his map and said,
Get me directions to Hamburger Restaurant.
The biggest food chain. Period.
They said there was a McDonald's here earlier, but I like how now he wants to go to Hamburger Restaurant.
They couldn't get the rights to Burger King. They tried.
Omega changed some screens and said in a robot voice,
Beep boop bop, Hamburger Restaurant location found. It is over here.
And Shadow looked at where the dot was. It was right nearby. So Shadow drove there with more loud sounds. Shadow went to the drive-thru and got a hamburger and fries and sat in the parking lot in Omega and ate it.
Hot.
This is great. I love this place. It is always the place that I love to come to after I finish a crime,
said Shadow darkly. Omega did not need food because he was a robot shaped into a car. Shadow finished eating and threw the garbage into Omega's trash hole, where he turned litter into gasoline, which was used.
What the fuck?
Damn.
Whoa.
Then Shadow took his penis out.
Whoa!
Whoa!
This time
what's more?
Hey, Omega, check this out.
Said Shadow, laughing as he took his big, neat, hard penis and stuck it in Omega's trash hole.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah, read it.
Unrecognized item in trash hole error.
Oh my god!
Said Omega.
Oh my god!
That's my penis, man.
Said Shadow to Omega.
Penis not trash, not allowed in trash hole.
Said Omega
Did he
to Shadow.
put it in?
This is
Yes!
a turn.
Oh my
He just starts
god!
fucking his car.
What? Shadow, no! No!
Hey, man, check it out.
Xavier, if I told you when we started reading this that Shadow's going to rape his car, would you have believed me?
I would.
Shadow couldn't fit all of his big, strong penis into Omega's trash hole anyway, so he took it out and gave Omega a taste of his balls, too.
What?
Omega did not recognize Shadow's balls as trash either, which was good. And then Shadow put his balls back and started to drive with his hand still on his penis.
Huh?
Where is Silver's house?
Said Shadow to Omega while he rubbed really quick and hard on his genitalia with one hand while his other hand was driving. Omega updated his map and showed where Silver's house was on the other side of the Dark City.
Silver's house is here.
So Shadow kept empowering his penis with one hand.
You also you misspoke. It's keeped. Say it right.
Shadow kept empowering his penis with one hand, and he drove faster and more dangerously. Soon his penis was so big he could hardly see in front of him anymore.
What? What?
Is this penisdolence?
And he was zigzagging across the road, trying to keep both his penis and his car in control. Then he put both hands of his on his genitalia and made it do all sorts of things until it was done, and his genitalia redecorated the inside of Omega with white curtains.
Damn.
I'll bet they were just actual white curtains. And not
I feel
like,
bad for Omega.
I don't know if I want to read this line.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Read it!
Read it.
Everyone be quiet so someone else can clip this and use it for negative stuff.
Just so you know, that's my semen.
Said Shadow to Omega. Omega knew that already. Shadow put both of his hands back on the steering wheel and drove faster, but suddenly some loud sounds and flashing lights came up behind him.
Walk, walk, walk. The police is following you,
said Omega. Shadow decided to follow the laws and stopped his car in the street and waited for the police to come over to him. Shadow's penis was still big, though, so he tucked it under his leg on the right, and it stuck up in the middle of Omega, the car, and Shadow put his hand on it.
Huh.
How?
That sounds uncomfortable. That hurts! Don't do that, Shadow! Why are you sitting on it?
The police came over to the front window of Omega and looked at Shadow inside.
Cool vehicle, bruh,
said the police.
Thanks,
said Shadow to the police back.
Okay, like, did you know that you were breaking a law by going that fast and then, like, back and forth on the street?
Said the police to Shadow, sounding more like Ms. Lesson than a real person.
Yeah, I do,
said Shadow, and he patted his hand on his penis in the middle of the front of the car.
Sir, could you please take your hand off that gear stick in the middle of the vehicle right now?
Said the Shadow. Shadow looked at the police and laughed and said,
That's not the gear stick. That is my penis.
Oh my god.
Take that. Yeah.
I can't think of another. I cannot think of another context. That line will make sense. I just can't.
And drove off before the police could say anything, or even really even react at all.
Yeah, I've broken another law,
said Omega to Shadow. Shadow laughed because he could see the police far behind him giving up and going to look for an easier criminal.
Bro, this is hard.
Now,
said Shadow.
Let's get to Silver's house.
Shadow drove the car fast to Silver's house on the other side of the city, and when he got there, he braked the car so hard that the sound it made was like hearing the world's largest bird get punched in his tummy. Shadow honked the horn, and when he finished honking the horn, Silver jumped out of the window and onto the street and into the side seat of Omega.
Damn, he's a baller.
You're Silver.
Oh shit.
Just making Rick where he's constantly burping.
Now hold on, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking lean as far away from my mic as I can. Oh shit. I'm about to literally fall out of my... Okay. Hey Shadow! Thanks for the ride!
Said Silver.
Cool curtains you put up!
Shadow laughed and said,
No problem. Now, if I do not hurry up by driving fast, you will be late for the play.
Silver said,
Don't worry! We will get there in time!
Silver was another big role in the play, but he was not a huge gay like Charmy B. Silver was kind of like Sonic, but less fast. Sonic also had the best morals, but maybe Silver dressed better, but that was kind of gay too. Silver did have this big hair thing on the front that looked like a marijuana.
What?
I know what it's talking about.
Marijuana is spelled M-A-R-O... Oh, I should probably get closer to my mic. I'm not Silver. It's spelled M-A-R-O-W-A-N-N-A.
Though, so maybe Sonic was better at being stylish anyway. It is hard to tell because Silver lived in the city, which was kind of far away from high school. Shadow stepped on the gases, and the car went away and through the city into the moonlight and towards out of the city to high school.
What a brilliant sentence. Man, in that car, he shot a bunch of black people, raped a car, and then drove off after making a penis joke to a police officer.
Let's not forget getting himself new curtains.
He also came all over his car
Yeah.
and made it look
And
like
then his
curtains.
friends sat in
and then
it
his
and was
friends
like, "Yo,
went,
cool
these are cool
curtains."
curtains.
Jeez.
Not realizing that he's sitting in sticky effluvial grime.
Sonic and
So I'd say a pretty productive day.
Sonic High School, Chapter 14, The Play. Sonic and Amy got to high school and went to the play, which was at the school. When they got to the auditorium, they were not expecting to be surprised, but they were, because the auditorium was actually full of men and women idiots waiting to see the play. Cool young people, such as high school students, did not come to see the play unless they had to. The place was so full that Sonic and Amy had to sit in bad seats surrounded by strangers that could have been dirty or usually did crime. Sonic looked around the place and saw Rouge and Knuckles Jr., who was a baby, sitting really by the door out, and Tails and Cream all the way on the other side, which is where they probably would have sat anyway because Tails hated Sonic to the sky. Sonic also saw Shadow standing around places, but he did not get in a seat because he was too bad for that.
Let me just say this. I like how the one who wrote this, every time Knuckles Jr. got mentioned or gets mentioned, they're reiterating that he's a baby.
Well, as we all know, every reader is a fucking moron who cannot retain any piece of information. So the fact he's doing that's actually really helpful. As someone who has remembered Knuckles Jr. is still a baby.
What? That's why there's a
Oh no,
junior.
it is. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, what? I love how this guy loves repeating information we don't need repeated.
Yeah. Okay.
He doubles down on
It's
everything.
your line, Anna.
Okay. We're at the play now.
Said Amy to Sonic, even though she was surrounded by people who were neither of them.
I wonder when it will begin.
That's a fantastic sentence.
It's going to start soon.
Said Sonic back to Amy.
What I am wondering is not that, but it is if Charmy is going to mess up big time because he has been acting weird all week. I bet you he will. Ha ha!
Sonic laughed about this because it did not really matter to him, but it did to Charmy.
The
play they were doing was
for a play that doesn't matter at all. There's certainly a lot of emphasis on Charmy fucking up at the play that doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
The play that they were doing was the Christmas story, even though it was not Christmas time, but they thought it was a good idea to do anyway. In the play, Silver played Joseph, who was Jesus' dad. Charmy played Mary, because even though he was not a girl, everyone thought he was anyway.
Ouch.
Baby version Jesus was going to be played by Knuckles, who was fitted for the role now that he was a baby.
Oh my god. How convenient. How convenient. Our actor of Baby Jesus is now a baby.
He was really researching for the role when he did that weird thing where he teleported into Rouge's vagina and was birthed.
Sonic and Amy sat patiently in the seats they were in, even though Sonic could have been running around. Sonic waited by rubbing Amy's leg and seeing how close he could get his hand to her vagina before she rubbed him off. Sonic determined that Amy was prime and ready for sex because her vagina felt hard and loose.
How? How?
How both?
How?
Sonic determined she was prime and ready.
Because her vagina felt hard? How? How?
It's like a rock down here, man.
Damn, you feel primed and ready, Amy. I'm impressed. This is the best thing my eyes have been graced on. Sadly, my brain has lost like 7 brain cells.
Because her vagina felt hard and loose as far as he could tell when he would get close to it with his hand before the play began. He almost forgot totally that he had a deadly ball disease.
Oh no, he'll forget totally and then have sex with the lady.
The play even eventually started, and it was just as gay as you thought it would be.
This fanfic is officially called the Bible Gay.
There was singing and songs, but otherwise it was just like the Christmas story always was. Mary got a letter from an angel saying she was going to have a baby, but did not want to have the baby because the king would not let babies vote. So Mary and Joseph rode bikes all the way from London to Jerusalem.
What? I don't... As someone who formerly went to a Catholic elementary and middle school, I must have been absent for this day.
Like.
This is 100% 1-to-1. This was all of the Old Testament was their bike journey from London to Jerusalem.
They just copy and pasted sections from the Bible in here. It's insane.
When they got there,
I swear, dude, God should call a copyright strike down on this.
When they got to Jerusalem, the hospital was full, so they went to a barn and had the baby in there, and it turned out to be a legendary hero, Jesus. Through the whole play.
What, is he a fucking superhero?
What is this, a gotcha game? I rolled a 5-star! Oh, it's Jesus! Yes! Like, what the fuck?
Through the whole play, Silver did a really good job, and Charmy did an okay job, but everyone sure believed he was a woman because his voice was so high and girls.
And girls.
Then they got to the ending where Mary was to have her baby out. Mary flipped onto her front, and Joseph pulled Jesus out of her butt, which looked totally fake. Jesus Sonic could tell, even with the special affects.
Oh. What kind of special effects are they copping? It's a high school play.
It's fucking cover them in
pudding.
It's
not special effects, it's special affects.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Special affects.
Right. Joseph held Jesus up to show God, and then gave him to Mary, who was actually Charmy. Charmy looked at Jesus' knuckles really close,
in case you forgot.
And then reached into his clothing with the hand that was not holding him and pulled out a knife.
What? Wait.
Time to get murdered, said Charmy as he looked to kill Knuckles. A guy. Just as he began to do this, Silver bodily flew into them and knocked Knuckles up and away from Charmy.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Said Amy, who was startled.
That wasn't a line from the script, Anna just said that. Charmy is trying to kill Knuckles, obviously,
said Sonic to Amy. It was true, and people began to yelling and screaming. Just then, a gunshot came from the back of the audience. Shadow pulled out his gun from his spot and aimed it at Charmy B from the back of the audience.
Wait, is that
Shadow fired his gun
in the same chapter?
And the bullet hit his head, but he must have been wearing a gun-proof helmet because the bullet from the gun went off his head and high up into the ceiling, where it hit a light, and the light fell down along with other things. Something from the ceiling fell into the back of the stage where the props were, and one of the props was a bomb that they used for some things. The prop was a real bomb, though, and when the thing hit it, the bomb exploded.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
Wait, hold on. In this, like it felt like a 2-sentence paragraph of how long these sentences are. We have now have figured out that Charmy B has a bulletproof helmet, and he's wearing it for some reason to the play. That there was a live bomb
no. Shadow
on the back of the stage. And that there has now been a school shooting in the same chapter they called the Bible Gay.
Yep.
No, Shadow fired the gun at Charmy, and then
Charmy's helmet
head.
Deflected it because he had a gun-proof helmet.
Yeah.
And then she was wearing the whole time.
In this play of the Christmas story, they had live explosives they were using for the play.
And it went off.
It's a high school production.
The bomb exploded with special explosions, like a bunch of good. The bomb exploded with a huge explosion, like a bunch of horses made of fire running through the place. Suddenly, people did not really care about the play anymore because the place was full of fire and could kill you. Ruse and Knuckles Jr. already got out right got out quick right away because they were by the door. Sonic looked and saw Amy next to him was almost unconscious because of all the fire and smoke and shocking things. Sonic picked her up and ran out of the auditorium with his fast speed. Sonic found Rouge and Knuckles Jr. outside in the hallway where it was safe.
Are you okay?
Said Rouge.
Knuckles Jr. predicted that this would happen.
What?
So we sat by the door so we could get out easy. Wait, what?
Yes, we are okay.
Said Sonic.
Amy here is getting into a shock attack, but it's nothing she will not get over.
Sonic looked around and saw people running out, but there was a lot of people still stuck in the auditorium, and some of them were fainted. People were leaving and not helping the other people get out, but the lunch lady who had ears but was deaf was running from the auditorium and carrying women and children back out. The lunch lady lived in Mongolia by herself as a child and became very strong from carrying trees back from the frozen forests to the villages that she traveled between, so now she could carry stacks of people.
How convenient.
Wow.
Okay. Kyle, this is the fanfic that you were talking about the lunch lady.
Since she was deaf, all of the noises that the fire was making did not bother her because she could not hear.
Good, because as we all know, deaf people also cannot see and perceive danger, such as fire.
Sonic saw the lunch lady bring out cream, but Tails was not being brought out because he was not a woman or a child. Sonic thought...
Damn, he is still my friend.
Sonic swallowed his scary feelings and ran into the burning auditorium to Tails, who was passed out in the front. Sonic picked Tails up and ran and brought his body outside to the hallway and began doing CPR on his body. Sonic thought,
this will look gay.
but it did not matter because Tails was still his friend. Sonic pushed on his body and started kissing him to give him life again. Sonic kept kissing, and Amy and Rouge and Knuckles Jr. watched as he kissed Tails' face, but Tails was not waking up.
Sonic,
said Shadow over the side.
Charmy escaped and is running through the school like a murderer now. Stop CPR kissing Tails. You have to help us catch him.
Then Sonic gave Knuckles to Rouge, and then Silver gave Knuckles to Rouge and said, he is safe now, but he needs to sleep.
Hey, that's not what Silver
Oh, wait,
sounds like.
that's my line. Fuck.
Yes.
He is safe now, but he needs to sleep.
Rouge was so happy that she could have kissed him, but did not. Sonic looked and said,
Amy, finish doing CPR on Tails. I will let you know and will not get jealous.
Sonic kissed her mouth and felt one of her boobs and ran off with Shadow and Silver to go catch the guy who was trying to kill baby Knuckles that was now running around the school and could danger them all.
Why is Charmy the bee an angry killer?
Maybe because his girlfriend broke up with him?
Paying attention and reading between the lines like an actual human would, you would have seen that back in chapter 4 they hinted at it. And it was building up to this exact moment. I've been waiting months for this, Xavier. And because you didn't catch it, you're not going to ruin this for me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And what that translates to, Xavier, is I don't have a fucking clue.
David, were we supposed to start the podcast?
Author's note! I wrote this chapter on a train! Oh my god!
We were supposed to start this podcast at 5 or 5:30.
We were supposed to start it at 5:30. We started at 6, I think.
Well, okay, but I started the call with David at 5:15, so I wasn't that late.
I got a message from David, and it said we're waiting on Xavier, so I'd argue something different.
Yeah, it was something different.
No, you guys weren't going to start at 5. It said 5:30. I called David at 5:45. It wasn't that late. My dad came over and was saying hi, and then also was like, hey, wake up, Anna's mad at you. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, God.
Are you ready for chapter 15?
Xavier,
Xavier,
if it makes you feel better, I'm not mad at you. I'm disappointed in you.
That hurts even more.
Good.
Oh,
chapter
God.
15, the legendary I wrote it on a train chapter.
Killer on the
Loose.
Loose.
Hold on. Real quick. Killer on the Loose. Loose is misspelled. Author's second note. I fix a typo, and he misspelled fixed. This is a phenomenal mix. Or more importantly, it was written on a train.
I wrote this chapter on a train!
Oh, it's on a train? Oh, that's fine, and the typos make sense. Trains are bumpy.
Are we all ready?
Almost.
I want to go home.
Shadow and Silver ran ahead into the school, but Sonic stopped to go to the bathroom, and he took an enormous, bad-smelling poop.
During a shooting?
Yes.
During a shooting, you decided to take a poop? What the fuck?
He's chasing a bad guy.
He's chasing the shooter to save lives. Hold on, real quick.
There are people dying every second he wastes. He's like, this one just can't wait, man.
Guys, I've been holding it for so long. I was waiting for after the play, and the play's technically over, so I'm just gonna hold on.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Oh no!
Sonic knew he must be very emotional because this poop was so big that when he tried to flush the toilet, the big poop log folded in half and clogged the toilet easily while looking like part of a really fat pretzel that you would get at the mall. Not like the little ones in bags from the supermarket.
What the fuck? That's so oddly specific, and I know exactly what he means. That's like, I don't know if I should be mad or applaud this author for that.
I like to imagine Sonic is just sitting here looking at this as this happens, this fucking train wreck, and he's like flushing it over and over again.
No, come on. Oh, go down, please. And in the background you hear, and then in the background, like 2 rooms over. Like, oh, come on. Oh, go down.
Oh shit. Oh, literally.
Jeez, go. This looks like one of those big pretzels you get at the mall, not the ones in the bags at the supermarket. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, it's just folding in half. Oh, it's
geez.
Long ways. Oh, it's overflowing now. Oh, my shoes.
What's the deal with the toilet?
Skater shoes that I used to rail grind.
He was a skater boy.
Sonic just said...
Forget it!
And ran out of the now very stinky bathroom and after Charmy B. Sonic passed Shadow
now
and
I'm after you.
Sonic passed Shadow and Silver, who were in different hallways and going different ways, but he did not pass them at the same time because they were in different hallways. And because even though Sonic was very fast, he could not actually be in 2 different places at the same time.
I call bullshit.
Oh my...
What?
What, huh? What? What's happening?
What was that?
Hello?
Damn. That was so fucking enthralling. That man was screaming.
Yep.
What's happening?
He is infuriated Sonic cannot be in the same place.
Who was that?
I don't know.
I told you, my roommate. He's playing video games.
That was your roommate?
Yes.
Damn.
That's
Did he not get the Victory Royale?
I don't know. Maybe not.
What is he playing, by the way?
Fortnite.
Oh my god, I was fucking joking.
Well, anyway, I was just gonna say I call bullshit because it said Sonic is not fast enough to be in 2 places at once, but god damn it, yes he is.
Doubt.
Sonic went one way, and Shadow went the other way, and Silver went another way, and it kept happening. One room that Sonic looked in was
school a maze?
One room that Sonic looked in was the art room. It made Sonic remember having art class with Charmy B. Charmy cannot control his gay urges like everyone else, and used all of the colors in every picture. Where Sonic you just used blue, and Amy just used pink, and other people were normal like that.
Don't be creative, or you're not normal.
Is it gay to paint with more than one color?
Yes.
As we all know, if it's not monochromatic, you're homo.
Sonic thought about how this was, and that it was still
Sonic
surprising
is 3 colors.
that Charmy could do something like this. Sonic went into a room, among other rooms, that was the car fixing room. Shadow remembered about how he had car fixing class with Charmy. Charmy was really terrible at fixing cars because it was not in him to do something that was like a man would do.
What?
Shadow thought how it was weird that Charmy could now do something that was so manly, like killing. And one room that Silver ran into was the gym room.
But if it's just
where Silver had
Dr. Robotnik is in a fucking a bee costume and it was him all along, I'm waiting for that reveal.
Doubt he wouldn't
Silver
do that
one
because he
time
doesn't want to
had
be
gym
known as gay
class
in the
with
art room.
Charmy Bee. He remembered how Charmy was positively the worst at sports and being an athlete, so it would wonder why Charmy could do something that was actually doing something, like killing. Sonic and Shadow...
Why Charmy could do something that was actually doing something, like killing.
Sonic and Shadow and Silver ran around and around, and
three
eventually they
S's.
just got tired and could not find Charmy at all. Charmy was trying to be a murderer, but they were just tired of looking for him, so they sat down in chairs and didn't do anything else now.
Isn't
Back
the
at the
building
front
on
of the
fire
school.
from a bomb?
Back at the front of the school, Amy decided that she needed to go to the bathroom. Rouge went with her because she had to go too, and Cream stayed with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. and Tails, who was still trying to become awake. Most people had left the school by now, but there were still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. But Amy and Rouge did not feel like waiting in line, so they just went to the men's bathroom, where normally it was that the people inside were men.
Sonic's poop.
Oh no! The stinky bathroom! Ah!
Amy and Rouge were not men, so this was against the rules. As soon as Amy opened the door, a superpowered smell hit her in the face. It punched her right in the nose because it was Sonic's poop smell.
Oh my god, what is that smell?
It's you again.
What?
It's your line again.
Am I talking to myself?
Yes.
Basically.
Okay. I have heard this smell a million times before.
I have heard.
I have heard
No.
it.
I have heard
You
this.
have
Heard?
What?
I have heard. How?
Keep going, David, the narrator.
Said Amy to Rouge, who could say this because she was Sonic's girlfriend, meaning that she had been around Sonic pooping.
This smell is Sonic's poop.
I can hear it.
I just know.
Amy and Rouge went into the bathroom anyway because you can never get a break when it comes to going to the bathroom. No matter what, you always end up going, even if you try all to not to all night.
Huh?
What?
Even
I
if
don't
you
know.
try
Is this
all
some kind
to
of
not
commentary?
to all night.
I think this is some kind of commentary from the author about how he like tries not to poop but just can't.
Is this in a train?
Because he's in a train. He was
Yeah.
he was in a train when he wrote that. You're right.
Yeah.
It
You're
all
a
comes
genius.
full circle.
Yes.
What do you want for dinner?
I'm doing it right now.
All we need is Anna or Hannah. My bad.
Hannah.
Anna. No, without H. Anna.
I was only 15 minutes late. Okay.
We just need someone to talk to Anna in the background, and then my roommate to kick in the door on my end.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
we've
hear
all
everyone's
got...
And
talking at
everyone
once.
will interrupt.
I don't know what I want for dinner. McDonald's.
Get Little Caesars, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, homeboy, brew. Go to Little Caesars. Use the promo code GodzillaMendoza, and they will look at you oddly because this code won't work.
They were holding their hands above their noses. And then Amy...
Above, not on them, above.
How?
Just like face palming.
They're...
No, above.
So with one hand, they're holding their other hand and making sure it's above their nose.
Yeah.
And then Amy opened up a stall door, and inside what was a shocking thing to see, but she saw it anyway. It was
Oh, no.
Charmy Bee.
Oh, I knew he was a piece of shit.
Oh, it's me. Ah, it's you!
Screamed Amy in a scared and shocked way.
You're a murderer!
Not yet, said Charmy. But now I will start to be by killing you. Charmy jumped at her from inside the stall and into Amy, and they fell back, and Charmy was on top and holding a knife and was about to cut Amy apart when Rouge came over and kicked Charmy, and he flew off her body over to the wall by rolling.
This guy sucks at killing.
Take this!
Said Rouge, and she flapped her bat wings at Charmy to push all of the horrible poop air at him.
Oh my god.
They're stopping a murderer with the smell of Sonic shit. How?
See, Sonic is good at everything. He doesn't even have to be around to catch it.
Except being smart. Don't forget that. Tails is better.
And taking small poops, he's not good at that.
David is dying.
This is too much. This is so
No,
beautiful.
gather yourself, sir.
I
Gather yourself.
I like
Get
how
it together.
this scene in the bathroom, which I am absolutely picturing in my high school, because I don't have another high school to reference in my head. So I'm picturing that bathroom near the front entrance, and that's the scene that breaks David.
Mm-hmm. Where am I need to find my place again. It all went to him, but then Charmy got up and ran right at Amy with his knife and cut her on the legs because he is short, and then jumped back. Said Amy.
I'm dying.
Amy fell backwards and got dizzy.
That was Amy falling.
Oh yeah. No, stay with me.
Said Rouge.
You use your special move while you can.
Amy knew what Rouge was talking about, so Amy used her special attack. Amy
What's your
shouted,
special attack?
Girl boy.
No!
No!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Alright, alright.
God! And open her legs.
and opened her legs, and a stream of blood shot at Charmy. Since Amy was so good at being nice and caring, which is using your heart, Amy was able to speed up her heart so fast that her blood pumped out of the wound on her legs like a super soaker filled up by vampires.
Well, color me surprised. Not what I thought was going to happen.
it was just through the stab wound and not her other
Okay.
stab wound.
Not her vagina.
The blood hit Charmy in the face and body and all over, really, and it was steaming and burning him, but he looked like he didn't care. Amy looked shocked and yelled,
How can you be so invisible?
Is her blood acid steaming and burning him? What?
Didn't you know Amy is an alien from Aliens?
Oh. Yo, Sonic's a freak.
Yeah.
How is he into
Sonic's
that?
been... Shit, man. I've seen people
Then
who are
Rouge
the worst.
said,
Shit. Here we go again.
I
Rolling
bet he
pins.
can handle my special attack. Roman Spite!
Rouge flew over with her bat wings and went over to Charmy and bit him right in the neck using her fangs and tried to make him fall in love with her, but it did not work.
It is not working!
Cried Amy.
He must have superpowers! He's going to kill us for sure!
Amy and Rouge tried to get away from Charmy, but he kept blocking them and coming at them with the knife. They were finally trapped into the corner, holding on to each other with their best-in-show boobs pressing up against each other and looking like the sexiest Legos ever.
Legos is the comparison.
What?
Legos is the comparison you picked for this.
They're sexy Legos because they're boobs that fit together.
This is... I am baffled again. I do not get how this fanfic keeps it up.
Then all of a sudden,
It
Tails
always
came into the
outdoes
room
itself somehow.
and threw a piece of electronics at Charmy. Charmy looked up
TV.
in Tails and said, "But you are supposed to be bzzz," and then died right there.
Well, he is a bee.
Tails went over to Amy and Rouge and definitely stopped for a second to check out their boobs without them knowing, but then stopped and said, "You are safe now. That was not Charmy. It was a robot."
Oh shit, did Xavier call it almost?
Yes, he did.
No!
How did you know?
No! Oh my god, no!
It was a robot. Now, Anna,
A robot? How did you know?
said Amy. Tails, being the smartest, thought it was a
Again.
question for idiots, but said,
Yeah.
I knew as soon as Charmy was not being hurt by Sonic's poop stink. I was watching from the door. Normally Charmy would have complained and passed out from smelling that, but he did not, so I knew. As soon as that happened, I ran and went and got a robot killer device from my electronics.
Whoa.
Wow, thanks.
Said Amy and kissed Tails on the cheek for a reward.
That's gay.
Really, Tails, you saved us.
Said Rouge and kissed Tails on the other cheek.
That's
This
gay.
shows you can be cool by being smart, except if you are a nerd ass. Tails and Amy and Rouge walked out of the bathroom and back to where Creamy and Knuckles Jr. was, and soon Sonic and Shadow and Silver came back, and they were all back together. The lunch lady was the only other person still there, and saw how tired they looked, so they made them all a bunch of chow meat sandwiches, and they all ate until their tummies were gonna burst. All the time while they were eating, though, Sonic thought,
But then, where is Charmy? And who is the guy who made the robot? And so many other things. High school drama is just so crazy to be a part of.
Chapter 16. Responsibilities.
I'm concerned about the poop. Did they
Why are
flush
you
it?
concerned? Why are
No,
you
it's
concerned?
there.
This poop smell just stopped a shooting.
that is going to
No,
be...
it didn't. That was the problem.
Listen, that's
No,
going to be
it's
a line
good. Hey,
on Out
I'd
of
say it
Context,
did. I'd say it did.
GodzillaMendoza.
Because the
Just
shooting
that
still
line.
occurred.
Waiting.
It still occurred, but no one was killed in the process. I'd say it stopped it successfully.
Jess
Sonic's
has
a
like
war hero,
4
give him a
more
purple
years
heart.
worth of posts to do with this podcast now.
This podcast, this fanfic, everything leading up to this was a mistake.
I already knew this.
We have to
Tell me.
read more.
So we are now up to chapter 15 out of 25. Do you want to keep going, or do you want to call it good?
What? I thought we were on chapter 16.
Yeah, we're on chapter 16.
No, we completed.
And I've
it.
got-
Why'd you
about-
say 15, you liar?
He
I
was-
think
he
that's
was
a
saying
good
how
point
much
to
we
end off
completed.
at, because we've had a decent recording session by now.
We're 8.
Let's
We
make
have
it the
8
longest.
chapters
No.
left. Don't
Let's
we?
finish. Let's finish the rest of this and make it the longest podcast episode ever.
No, we don't have 8 chapters. We have 10 chapters.
We have 10 to go. There's 25.
Yeah, exactly.
Xavier proving once again math is his weak suit.
Hey, come on, man! Don't tell anybody about that.
I already did.
So if the
I
current
told
rate is
Anna I'm
true-
actually a mathlete, so she would be impressed.
Oh shit.
So
Hey,
if the current rate is true,
hey,
we're gonna
Anna,
have
did you
2
turn your
more of
ears
these.
off for that?
What?
That's a yes. You're safe, Xavier. Where the fuck is this cable?
So it's going to be 2 more of these if the current rate holds.
Or fortunately, not unfortunately. What was I saying?
Fortunately.
Anna, would you be willing to join for those?
Please do.
That's a yes if I've heard one.
Anna!
What?
Hey,
What?
pay attention.
What?
Will you,
Do
will
you want to
join
join for the
us?
next time we do it?
What? You're cutting off.
Will
Would you like to
join
be
us?
in the next one?
What?
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 What did you say?
Do you want to join for the next time we read this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So tell me, how was your first time enjoying Sonic High School?
Okay. The chapter, like 2 out of all the chapters we read, 2 of them was a blur.
The blue blur because Sonic is so fast.
But it was okay. It was fun.
It wasn't fun. I'm mad. I'm upset.
Why?
This ruined my childhood. I used to look up to Sonic, and now I know all kinds of horrible things about him, like his horrible ball disease and how big it is, and then
I
his
used
poop
smelly
like
is
a
poop.
flush.
Sonic.
Okay, you know what? Maybe the smelly poop has something to do with the ball disease.
You're a genius. You're
Yeah.
connecting all the dots. Really
And
putting
maybe
it
the
together.
ball
You
disease
should do a
has something
fan
to
theory
do with
video
the
about
robot,
this.
Charmy Bee.
Yeah.
Game theory. Is Sonic's shit related to his ball disease?
Is it?
That's why
is Sonic's ball
that's why it
problem
was so
a
big.
precursor that he's going to become Sans from Undertale at the end?
Oh my god, this could only go. We can only go up from here.
Oh no.
What?
I'm so sorry. I have nothing else to say, but I am sorry.
What?
You know.
What?
I'd like to write a formal apology to everyone who had to listen to this. And,
Yes.
also to the person who wrote Sonic High School, because I'm sure they listened to this too. And
They were your biggest fan. They were your first Patreon, and they were long gone after the first episode.
oh, oh man, I would actually really be honored if I found out if the author of this was a subscriber. That would make me really happy.
If Dark Doom Fire Master, if you're listening, you need to find Xavier and meet him in real life so that you can autograph the physical copy of your fanfic that he is in possession of. That man is not having a good time.
David, why is your roommate an epic gamer, bro? Is he drinking Mountain Dew right now?
Is he having a rage moment?
No, he's absolutely thrilled with what just happened. Can't you tell?
Yeah, that's how video game people sound when they're having a good time. Anna, you've played Sekiro.
Alright, yeah, come on!
God damn it! I fucking hate this game.
This is fucking amazing!
Did you
No, I love
know
this game.
what Dark Doom Firemaster's bio says about him?
What?
What?
What does it say?
I like
What does it
crafting
say?
succulent stories.
That's all
This
it
was
says.
succulent.
Wait, what? So we're reading Sonic High School? You better have a good fucking reason why we're not reading Sonic the Hedgehog World War II Dragon, a Sonic High School story.
What?
It is 1 chapter long.
How long is the chapter?
I don't fucking know. Let's find out.
Oh man, I hope it's like.
It's about the size of 2 normal chapters of Sonic High School.
Or we could be reading Sonic the Hedgehog the movie, a Sonic High School story.
That's only 3 chapters.
Jesus Christ! How much more of this is there?
10 chapters.
I gotta give credit where credit's due, though, for something this terrible. Like, there's 36,000 words of it. I have not written anything creatively over the maybe 5,000 mark.
Honestly, as
This
much
guy
as
got
we
the
laugh at
36
this,
days.
Once and then
this
didn't
gives me
publish
so
it.
much joy. This podcast, this fan fiction, we've gotten so much mileage out of it. We've built friendships around this.
We've made so much money off this.
Okay, you know what? At least it's better than Dipper Goes to Taco Bell. Okay.
Have you
What's
read
that?
Dipper Goes to Taco Bell?
What is Dipper
Yes,
Goes to Taco Bell?
What did he say?
Kyle, I said yes, I've read it. Kyle, don't fucking look it up. Save yourself. Don't do it.
Yes, do not look it
at
up.
it.
Do not look it up.
Don't
It is-
look at Dipper Goes to Taco Bell if you want to keep your sanity.
What
It
is
is-
that about?
How long is it?
It is the most revolting thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Anna, don't look up Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, okay?
Anna?
What is that
Saying
about?
this because I love
Anna?
No,
Anna, we
don't
need to
look it
this
up!
soon.
Don't look it up! Save your soul!
We're going to need to
Save
look
your
this up
soul
soon.
while you still can. It's
Don't
too
be
late
like
for
a-
Xavier and I, but it's not too late for you guys.
It's too late for Brent Daniel.
Oh yeah, I watched that video too.
That's how I saw it.
Yep, that's how I saw
I
it.
guess I didn't really read it. I just listened to him try it. I think he threw up twice trying to read it.
What?
I threw up in my mouth.
I remember just cringing really hard and just making a pact with myself to never go to Taco Bell.
I got a little nauseous after I read that, honestly.
Why?
Or listened to it. I'm not going to tell you.
Is it like gross or?
Really gross. It's one of the grossest things I've ever experienced in my life.
Oh my god! Now I'm more curious.
And I've watched a Michael Bay film.
Yes, more than one.
Is it worse than Human Centipede?
I haven't seen
Yes. Well, okay, there is also poop eating in that, so.
that. Not just that.
Well, that's like in the list of like 40 things.
Yeah.
Jesus H. Now everyone in the audience is gonna look that up.
Listen,
Alright, okay.
It'll be on the test.
I enjoy.
Alright.
I enjoy dispelling the childhood innocence of people, and I enjoy making them experience things that are unpleasant. But this is too much.
Why are you
for
giving
even
this
me.
like? Why are you giving the teary goodbye to Sonic High School when it's like we still have like 3 episodes left, maybe 4 if we read those other fucking chapters?
No, we're gonna have 2.
It's because I'm going to
episodes more of
Iraq,
this.
Xavier. I won't be able to see the rest of it.
Oh, okay.
It's because
I'm studying abroad.
Kyle is.
What's her name?
We're gonna put down Kyle like a dog.
Did you? What? Xavier, who are you talking to when you made that joke?
You, because you said you're studying abroad,
Yeah, in Iraq.
and I said, "What's her name?"
No, no. I don't think you know what studying abroad means, Xavier. I go to another country to learn. I'm gonna learn about how to
You learn
kill
about
other
all
people.
the different curves and,
I'm
the
sorry.
shapes.
Okay. I thought you were
No, I don't understand where you guys are getting so sexual from this.
I
I'm
thought
probably
you were
going to get
talking
killed by
about-
ISIS in this study abroad mission. Like, this is a very serious topic.
I thought you were talking about courting a beautiful woman from the Middle East. I'm sorry.
I was not. I was talking about. I'm literally going there to take ISIS head on.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for your service. I appreciate you taking the fight directly to him. If there's anyone I know can beat him, it's you.
Yep, I'm gonna bring a copy of Sonic High School with me just in case.
In case you get internet connection and we can do another recording while you're in a house that's being bombed
you
out.
Just print out like 20 copies of it, and
So-
you go to door in Iraq going, "Hello, sir. Can I talk to you about
No.
Sonic High School today?"
You
then
hear
it becomes
David's
the
roommate
new
right now.
religion
It's gonna
over
be
there.
nothing when I'm in Iraq. You're gonna be hearing gunshots, bombs, people screaming. It's crazy, man.
I would love if we could just completely replace the religion in the Middle East with Sonic High School and just see how that goes.
There'd be a lot less plays because they're pretty gay.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's a good note to end on. We love you guys. See you around for next
All right,
podcast.
I'm saying
Bye.
bye to you, Xavier. Please don't come back.